have any interruptions today because I'm going to do this from my iPhone. So this morning when I got up and went to take the kids, take my daughter to school, I come back and the dog has bitten through my iPhone charger along with my camera cord. All these obstacles, I'm trying to get through them. That was what the reading said yesterday. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this reading. I did go ahead and pre-shuffle the cards, and I just finished and laid them out. So we're going to get into what these cards mean. So the first two cards that popped out were Peace, the Two of Swords, and Pleasure. Ooh, okay. So as you can see, she has her two swords there. I believe, as again, this is an air card, and this represents the mind. This is a water card, and this represents emotions. And I believe this represents duality, making, bringing balance between both your masculine and feminine side. So the Peace card represents Moon and Libra. Oh, maybe I was wrong. Oh, yeah. Make a balanced choice between the two contradictory possibilities by finding the answer within. Okay. The closed yoga pose shows avoidance of communication. Ooh. And a need for inner balance. Decisiveness in making choices. Okay. So it looks like someone here needs to decide, make a decision between two, possibilities, and stop avoiding, communication regarding that. Next is the Six of Cups. As I stated previously, cups are water cards. They're associated with emotions and feelings. They're linked to Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Now the Six of Cups represents Sun in Scorpio. Splashing water indicates pure joy. The lotus flower shows spiritual abundance. Children innocently playing indicate emotional healing, pleasurable childhood memories. The moon influences water and feelings. So someone needs to come in line with their feelings and speak and make a truce, because the next card is the Four of Swords, which represents truce. Jupiter and Libra. It represents balance, to negotiate and to solve problems. Be open and flexible. Be fully present and make peace with the truth. Pay attention and be receptive. So make peace with the truth and communicate. Another peace again. All right. Then we have here the Seven of Wands, the Hangman, the King of Swords, and the Princess of Swords. Okay. So let me move these because these were the overall energy here. So let me put this here. Someone needs to decide between pleasure. All right. So wands represent fire, so they're linked with fire signs, and they are symbolize energy and enthusiasm. So basically, your spirit, your mentality, they're linked with Aries, Leo, and Sag. So the Seven of Wands represents valor, Mars and Leo, faith and experience and intuition to move forward and persevere, confrontation without compromise, to the courage to stick to personal values, to be satisfied with success even if imperfect. So maybe this talk that someone needs to have is with themselves, and they need to come to terms with themselves and make a choice towards what's going to be the most, pleasurable for them, and have courage to do that, and have faith in their experiences and intuition. So someone is being the hangman right now. Right? So the hangman is linked with, Neptune. I'm trying to not put the glare on the cards. Associated with breaking away from old patterns or reversal. Break through society's values. Hold on to something that is larger than your personal power, mainly a higher belief. Yeah, so someone is, you see the Ankh there. Someone is hanging upside down. They're in a yoga pose, but they're hanging upside down because they're defying all odds, and they're defying society's values and principles and standards here, and they need to charge forward. They're on the white horse and the sword. They need to charge forward. That's what the King of Swords represents. And as I stated, swords are air cards, and they represent action. So they're linked with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The King of Swords is fire of water. He is passionate. He's a brilliant thinker. He has rational judgment and idealism. He is heading towards his goals. That's where he's charging towards. And this white horse represents mental strength. The three birds here signify unity of the intelligence, emotions, and actions. So balance and making decisions that don't compromise your peace and allow you to have fun and enjoy, pleasures, but also, be free of the thought that you have to live up to anybody's standards other than your own. Take charge here and head towards your goal. Then we have the Queen of Swords here, which is water of air. She's the Queen of Sorrow. The Sword of Justice points towards righteousness and truth, advice and clarification. The butterfly symbolizes transformation and a deep level of consciousness. The mask held away from the face reveals sincerity and truthfulness. All right, then we have the Princess of Pentacles here. She's manifested her seeds that she's planted here, and they are beautiful. And she's holding, as you can see, the coin. These flowers are seeds that she's planted, and they've blossomed, and they've manifested, basically, here. All right, so let's get some information on the Princess of Pentacles. All right. And Pentacles are earth signs. Pentacles are earth signs. They are linked with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and they represent work, wealth, and security. So the Princess of Coin is earth of earth, study and education. The pregnant woman, she is pregnant. She embodies fertility and growth, birth of new creative forms. The mandala, which is in her hand, illustrate balance. The flowers provide connection with Mother Earth and seasons. But the card prior to this, she has seeds in the field. She's not pregnant, but she has seeds, inside of her dress, and she's in the field getting ready to plant those seeds. So we have the Strength card here. That's the Leo card. As you can see, she's sitting on top of a wolf here. Someone needs to be strong and know that they are successful and go towards their goals, and don't get caught up in society, its values and everything that's going on in the outside world. Stay focused, become balanced with yourself, and communicate with yourself, and communicate, period, so that you can protect and maintain your peace. Okay, so let's see here. Got the Strength card. Strength is linked with Leos, associated with power of insight, enthusiasm, passion, and balance. When you let go of control, you can discover your inner strength and overcome your fears. Instead of domination, work with gentle persuasion, calm, and purpose to face problems. Strength means faith in your own capabilities. The wolf with the moon signifies creativity. And the strength to overcome any obstacles. That's this. The strength to overcome any obstacles to creativity. The snake symbolizes, yeah, that's a snake there. The snake symbolizes male energy and transformation. That pose is a sexual energy pose in yoga and Hinduism. The flower symbolizes female energy, so it looks like balance between your feminine and male, the Two of Swords. Balance between your feminine and male sides here. All right. Knowledge, learning, and teaching. So someone needs to focus on learning and perfecting their craft here. We have the beautiful Empress. All right. So the Empress here, as you can see, she's in a field. Let me move this candle because I don't want to burn myself. As you can see, she's in a field here, and she's surrounded by animals, and she is beautiful. She is linked with the moon, associated with intuition and independence, with emphasis on silent introspection. She wears the crown of Isis. Oh, I'm sorry. She wears the crown of Isis, and Isis is the Egyptian god of intuition. The moon here and the sun represent bringing together male and female elements. Same thing this card said. And these cards. Okay. She wears a veil, but it does not conceal her mysteries. The water at her feet bring forth subconscious. And basically it represents providence, the camel. Okay, so it's blending opposites. The male and female side, the dark and light side. And having duality and balance between both of those sides. Next is the High Priestess. Actually, I read that wrong. That's the High Priestess. I just read the description for the High Priestess. So the High Priestess represents duality and balance between both your male and feminine side and your dark and your light side. Now the Empress is associated with Venus, so love. She is associated with loving wisdom and Mother Earth. Feminine strength, devotion, fertility, love for nature, service, and abundance. So when people hear fertility, they often think about children, which this could represent, children. But it also represents bringing forth new ideas, working on new projects, creativity. So the Empress here, the moon represents female cycles, emotions, dreams, intuition, imagination, and creativity, transformation. The air denotes awareness, leadership, unity of the spirit, heart, and intelligence. So unity of the spirit, heart, and intelligence. So it looks like someone needs to get balance within themselves. A lot of times we try to balance our outside world when our outside world is a reflection of our inside world. So once we come, into, the awareness that what exactly needs to be balanced, then we can work on those things, and it can bring forth a lot of abundance and fruitfulness here when we bring those two things into balance. So I asked for the overall message for this reading, and we got the Judgment card, which is a Libra card. It's linked with Libra. And we also got the Queen of Swords here, which is another air card. So the overall energy here is linked with the Libra card. Oh, let me find just a second here. Okay. There we go. The Aeon. So it's linked with Pluto, associated with common sense, the ability to understand, and forgiveness. The resurrection, this resurrection asks for change to be recognized. It heralds improvement, completion, and motivation, and inspiration. With her trumpet, the angel calls for a new way of life. When we follow this call, everything changes and consciousness is awakened. All right, and then we have the Queen of Swords here. And this is Water of Air. So she went from the Princess of Swords to the Queen of Swords. And this is the Sword of Justice. You know what? I think the Judgment card is associated with Libra. All right, so the Queen of Swords represents advice and clarification. The Sword of Justice points to righteousness and truth. The butterflies represent transformation. As you can see, there's more butterflies than on this card. She's become, she's fully transformed here. And the mask held away from her reveals sincerity and truthfulness. Okay. So we need strong will and courage here. Go towards your goals. Don't be afraid to communicate. Make peace with yourself and your outside world so that you can focus on your creativity and balancing, coming into your power, basically. Finding that balance within yourself, both your masculine and feminine side and your dark and light side. Make peace with your bad and your good. Turn those negatives into positive. Overcome society's values and opinions.